Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. William Ruto took his interdenominational prayers to Busia today, and he made some remarks suggesting that he might be changing his narrative. Those with the payslips are lying to those without payslips because they don't want the housing fund levy deducted from their salaries. They want the jobless to continue struggling. William Ruto, 28th May 2023. That was today in Busia. It appears William Ruto is now modifying his narrative. It's still the same hustler dynasty narrative, but he seems to be modifying it to appear that it's now about those with the pay slips and those without pay slips. In this video, I want us to dig deep into this story in which I'll explain William Ruto's motives and why Kenyans should be worried early enough of these open lies by William Ruto and his team. Before we dig deep into this, for those who don't know, we are currently doing a fundraising for one of our fans here who has got a relation admitted at Medihill Hospital, Parklands, for kidney transplant. Money is needed here. 1 million Kenya shillings is needed. And I want us to help this fund raise that amount of money. And so far, a good number of our fans here, I've seen they are sending their contributions. I've seen Jumba Idalinya. I've seen Dennis Otieno. I've seen Flora Chesoni. I've seen Geoffrey Okello. We have Mohamed Abdi. We have Geoffrey Waweru. We have Wairimu Njunguna from the US. We have Joseph Mukabana, Charles Malinda, among a host of other individuals. In case you want to send a contribution, rather your contribution, the number is 0722 735 065. Let's help support this soul in order for him to have a successful kidney transplant. Let's now jump to our analysis. What does those remarks by William Ruto mean? And what's William Ruto's main goal and objective here? If you are watching us but you are not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. William Ruto is very predictable. If only you follow him for some times, you'll just understand and know his moves and his next intention. That's the same strategy William Ruto used to hoodwink Kenyans that he was going to form a Mamamboga government, a hustlers government, mtu wa chini, mtu wa kiosk. And he described the previous regimes as dynastic regimes, regimes that never understood what the law in the society were going through. Now that he's the president, his regime is coming out as the worst. In fact, comparing his regime to the previous regimes comes out as more hustlers friendly than this one of William Ruto. So he lied to the people, and right now the people are suffering more than they were in Uhuru Kenyatta's government and the previous regimes. And it appears William Ruto never learned something, even though Kenyans have exposed him as having lied to them. Ruto is very daring to a point. He can go back again to the people and he can lie to them straight in their eyes. That's how William Ruto is daring. And in the coming days, I'm seeing how William Ruto will be pushing this narrative that those with the pay slips do not want something good for those without pay slips. And it's unfortunate that some naive Kenyans might believe him. The truth of the matter here, William Ruto is taking advantage of the political naivety of a section of the population, because it's a fact some Kenyans don't understand these things. William Ruto is not interested in the common man, in the hustler. What William Ruto wants is to accumulate money. Mm. He wants to accumulate money for himself and for his close allies in government so that they can have a bigger pool from which they can draw money from. That's exactly what is happening here. And in the event the finance bill is passed in parliament, then Kenyans should be rest assured that so many Kenyans will be rendered jobless. And I'm saying that because already some companies have actually issued a warning that in the event the finance bill 2023 is passed in parliament, then they will be forced to relocate to other countries because that bill is imposing a lot of taxes on them. And that will now make sure that the cost of production is increased. Prices will go up. The common man there will actually suffer. Jobs will be lost. So that common man Ruto seems to be lying to is clearly going to suffer as a result of the finance bill. It's a bill that really encompasses so many things. A good majority, if not all, are auguring very negatively to the common man. So Kenyans should know early enough before they allow themselves to be cheated that the finance bill is going to make life more difficult for them than it is right now. If now life is this difficult, with the passage of that bill, life will be almost 10 times more difficult than it is right now. So Kenyans should reject, resist these open lies by William Ruto and his team. And I also saw some leaders speaking in Busia. The only sober voice I heard in Busia today was Okia Mtata, Busia senator, who stood up even though in one way or the other he still wanted to please William Ruto. At least he challenged William Ruto and told him that he will move to court in order to block this bill. But a good majority of the leaders who spoke in Busia actually were pressing William Ruto and pressing that bill. A confirmation that these elected leaders are not there to serve the people. They are there for their own personal gains. Because I know it's a fact. The people are against this bill. The leaders know the people are against this bill. So for a leader to still move ahead in passing that bill, confirm that that leader is just there to serve one person, William Ruto, but not the people. Kenyans should reject those leaders because it's clear they are not serving the people, they are serving their own selfish interests. So Ruto, in a nutshell, is just continuing with his hustler narrative. Yes, with his hustler versus dynasty narrative. Only that now he wants to modify it to appear that those with jobs or rather with pay slips versus those without pay slips. And Ruto knows that those without pay slips are actually a majority. So he wants to cheat those ones. Yes. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But just as I did indicate when we were starting, if you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. And I'm appealing for medical support to this individual, the family of Nudin Salash. They are appealing for medical help in order for one of their relation to undergo a kidney transplant. And I know we can do that here. We can help this family at least raise the 1 million Kenya shillings balance. If in case you want to send a contribution, which I honestly believe you should, then send all your contributions to 0722 735 065. The contributions will highly be appreciated. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.